In this demonstration, we'll be explaining how to use the Trinocular stereo Zoom microscope. This microscope is very useful in making micrometer range measurements. In order to use the microscope, first we must calibrate the microscope according to the zoom which we are using, or the magnification which we are using. First, I will be demonstrating how to set up the microscope and how to calibrate the microscope. To begin with, we must use the laptop on which the Microsoft software is already pre-installed, as well as the pen drive which has the licensed version of the software. Plug in the pen drive into the laptop. It's reading. Okay. Now we must switch on the microscope. This is done by taking the plug of the microscope and plugging it into the power source. The microscope has its own power switch which must be switched on here. You can see with the light burning that it is on. Next, connect the microscope to the laptop with this wire. Now open the software, which is Life Pro. Go to capture to switch on the camera. Start camera. As you can see, this is on. Next, we will be calibrating the microscope with this scale. Take the scale and place it on the microscope. Place it under the forceps. Be sure to calibrate in mm and not inches. Focus set, and then go to the maximum zoom, which is 550x. And focus it. You see a sharp image saying it's focused. The least count of the scale is 0.5 mm, which is what we will be setting it as. Once the zoom is set, it must not be changed. It must calibrate it based on moving the microscope vertically. Now go to measure, calibration. First delete the previous calibration, that is 50x. One thing which must be noted is that the knobs have digits which represent the magnification. It is from 0.8 to 5, representing from 8x to 50x. So now we are at 50x or 5 here. Now we will calibrate it. Since it's already been focused, go to calibration. New calibration. Calibration name 50x, unit mm, magnification 50x. Draw a line on the scale. The value of 0.5 mm and save it. Now at this zoom, we'll be using the 50x calibration. The zoom must not be changed, only the microscope must be moved in order to focus the image. Now Akshay will demonstrate measuring the defect on the glass pane and this calibration.
Okay, so I'll be discussing on how you can measure the micro machining which is done on this glass piece. So you can see that there's slight machining being done here as like a slot. So first you have to place it under the microscope. Yes. Yeah, so the microscope, as Aditya explained before, is in 50x zoom. So first place the piece, make sure it is vertical, and you can see that the image, you can see the machining being done. This is the glass piece and this is the machining being done. So to measure the say the diameter of this, you can just go click on measure here and measurements, or you have another option where you have a shortcut to click measurements here. It will open a dialog box wherein you have many tools by which you can check the measurement. For example, line, horizontal line, vertical line, freehand line, parallel line, intersection point, etc. So click on line, or you can click on horizontal line and then place the cursor here. So on the right side you can see the zoom at which the point at which the lines meet is basically the point of the cursor. So you can check how you can just see by pixel count where the machining exactly starts. So you can place a cursor on it, right click, and you can drag the line, and then you can just finish it up. So here it shows you in the dialog box, it shows you how much is the measurement. Suppose you want the measurement to apply to appear on the picture, you can just click on show results on image. So it will show you exactly what is the distance between them. So for example, you want to choose another tool, you can just click on a 3-point circle, click on 3 points on the circle.
What happened?
Just switched off and switched on again.
He asked for that.
Okay, so you click on capture, start camera, so you can see the machining. And then you can go for measurement. So as discussed before, you can click on the pixel, measure the distance between the two ends, and then if you want the diameter, radius, you can just click on a 3-point circle. You can give 3 points, so 1, and give this as 2, and here as 3. So software automatically generates a circle giving you the radius. So you can just click on show result on image, so it shows you the total diameter as well as, so you can see how it shows the radius. Suppose if you want to annotate this saying that this is a distance, so there's a letter A on the left hand side, click on the text and just give say distance, click on OK, and you can just place it here. Suppose you want to take a picture of this, you can just use the snipe tool and take a picture of whatever the image you have. So other than this, you have suppose if you want to get a crystal clear image of the machining, so you have few filters available in the LifePro software. Go to image, click on filters. Here you have various filters. So suppose if I click on contrast, I can just make the image more sharp. So that is by removing the white background behind and getting the exact machining. So this would help in analyzing the shape of the geometry. And then you can click on brightness also. You can increase or decrease the brightness, the light surrounding it, and then you can use grayscale to get a crystal clear image by removing all the noise. And then you can use invert, say, to just get the machining parts. Or you can use Laplace filter, which would just highlight where the machining is done or where the part is there. And then you can click on binarization. It will just add in particles where it has happened. So lesser the value, more the particles, more the value, lesser the particles. And then you can use gamma. Gamma just filters the image, nothing more than that, but it gives you a crystal clear image of the shape. And then you can just take a screenshot of this. So this is how you can use the LifePro software to measure, to analyze the machine part. So to give a history of what we have explained is how to set up the microscope, how to calibrate it, and how to use a Life Pro software to measure and analyze the specimen. Thank you.